Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear friends and brothers, today I am going to release a software product that can be used in an environment where you need to do a computer building, or you want to maintain the computerized accounts. When you want to manage a computerized account for your organization, in those cases this software will be very much helpful. We are going to launch the first version of this software today. It needs lot of improvements that should come from your side. You have to give me a lot of inputs to improve my software and how you want. I am also going to start the marketing of this software from today to the various contacts that I have. That's why this video will also be somehow helpful for the people who want to install the software and try our products. Okay, what is it? What I'm going to release today? It is a computerized building software. Let me go to the website. This is my website. When you want to download any of my software, or you want to know more about me and my organization, you can visit this particular website. This is Hasya software. Our domain is kailangadai.in. You can visit this web page to get more detail about me and my organization. So we have done a lot of projects for within India and outside India. Have a walkthrough when you have a time. Okay, let us come to the topic, or come to the point that for which this video is prepared. We have a software that can be used for computer building as well as account management. So it meets all the requirement of GST to make any transactions, or to make the it's in line with the GST requirement. That's what the thing that I want to highlight here. So to download this software, come here. Here we have a direct link to the software. Just click this GST billing application. So let's have an overview. The GST application is 64-bit Windows application. This software can be installed only in the 64-bit Windows. We do have a 32-bit window. Let me put it 1 or 2 days. I think if possible by today evening or something like that, I will put the 32-bit version. This can be used for small and medium scale business. So you have a medium scale business, a small scale business, you can pretty well use this software without any issues. It has a critical accounting features and generates the reports to file the GST. Today the India follows the GST rules, so we have certain guidelines how to do a transaction in the tax norms. All those things are being followed in the software, and when you want to file your GST, you have a provision to generate the GST reports. It will generate the reports that you need to file your GST only based on sales and purchase data, or the data that you input to the software. That's how we have created this software. Okay, so you need not to do any other documentations to file a GST for any of your customers. This will be somehow useful for the auditors who does auditing for various organizations. For them, they need not do any documentation. It's just log into your client's PC and just go to the GST report generation window. There you can generate the required details that you want. Okay, to download the software, click this link. When you click that link, it will download the software from the site from my Google Drive. Okay, so just to save this file, when you come here, cut it, let's have in a different place. Let me put it in desktop as of now, then extract all, okay. Then after doing this, when you go inside this folder, you can find two files. Here you have to run the setup exe to install our software. So open, it show a warning as it is downloaded from the internet, so you don't bother about it, it's not a big deal. You just ignore that one and proceed for installation. Okay, here you select next. Okay, that's all, it is installed. Once it is successfully installed, you will get an icon in your desktop with the name GST Building System. Just click on this, so the first window that you will see is there is no license found. To get the license, feed email ID, generate machine ID and mail to ansariembedded.com or call 918754518745. Okay, so you have to apply the license to the software to make it work. For that you have to request me via mail using your machine ID. What is machine ID? How to generate it? I am going to explain it now. So for that we need your email ID. So here my email ID is ansariembedded@yahoo.com. Feed your email ID, then you hit this generate button. When you hit generate button, there will be encrypted information generated in this place. Just copy this and mail it to me. Once you mail this to me, upon seeing your mail, I will reply back with the license file. You have to put that license file in the right place in order to make the software to work. That's all. Your installation is completed. So as this is the mail ID, let me generate the machine ID let me generate the license for me. Okay, I have generated my license file for my software installation for my machine ID. You have to generate, each one of you who installed the software have to generate the machine ID and have to mail it to me. I will issue you a license. Initially you can get up to 3 months, you can get a demo license, you can use a software and can study it, and you can ask for different improvements that you want. Once everything is once you are okay and happy with our software, you can purchase it. Okay, as of now the cost of the software is, in Indian money, it is 10,000 plus GST. Okay, you can upon paying that amount, you can get the license for our software. Okay, assume I received the license file, you have received the license file from me, now you have it with you, and where you have to place it in order to make the application to work. Let me explain it. So you have to copy this file and have to go to the location C:, program file, and then you can find a folder called a Hasya software. Open that folder. Inside that you can see GST billing. So here you have to place that file. If the file is here, the application will start to work. Okay, that's all. We have done the installation part. Now we have to open the application. In order to open the application, double click this one. Okay, sorry, close the applications and then open it. So that's all you have done. Now the license is installed, the software is started working. It's working now. Okay, now you need the password and this one, like username and password. As of now we set the password as admin and username as admin, who has all the privileges to work with the application, and the password is admin123. so that is the password you can enter into the application. Okay, this is the dashboard. The dashboard will give you a overview, a summary about your transactions, the summary about your organization, everything. So here we have some buttons like stock management, billing, worker details, vendor details, printer configuration, log off and close, license, owner details, so many things. So we are going to see them one by one. As of now, let's check our license first. So when you click on this, it will show you the application name and the 4 people who support or people who create the software, that is our company. Then this is licensed to whom, like for it is licensed to me. The license type demo, and the expiry date is this 17/9/2020. This will be expired. As of now the license status is active. This is the licensing window. It gives about the licensing status. Then we have other buttons. So in using this software, you will just do your stock and purchase sales entries, and other things will happen automatically. Okay, first let me include some stocks. So I am going to add some products to my catalogs. By default it will display today dates, then invoice number. So you have purchased something from someone else, This is for someone like B2B. He buys somewhere and is and selling it to someone else. So here you have bought something from XYZ. From him you have received a GST invoice. You are going to store that details. While doing it, you are also adding the stocks to your stock entry. Okay, let me say the invoice number is 1234 and its invoice date is today, and the vendor name is Kala Traders, and material description is iron bar. And SAC code can be some 7839, and the unit of measurement is pieces. Purchase price is I am buying it for some 70, selling price is 75. The quantity I have around some 3000, and the maximum price is 80. Tax rate is 5%. If it is an purchase, if it is purchased within the state, you can keep it no. If it is purchased from other states other than the state in which you are, then you have to select the yes, and then it will do the tax calculation according to it. The discount will be, there is no discount, I am not going to provide any discount. And threshold. Okay, threshold is when this item, the stock balance reaches to that particular value, if it is less than the threshold, a message will pop out for reorder the products, because you have very low stock balance, hence you have to order the product. So by default it will come up with a new window. You have to feed your details. Once you do so, you can add. Okay, after pressing in enter button, you can see that record here. Okay, it will also calculate the that is your in which slabs it comes, whether it is 0 or 5, 12, 18 or 28. We have given 5, so it calculates the respective tax and value every slab. So actually the value that we put, that is as of now the invoice value that is shown as like 2,10,000. This 2,10,000 is arrived by multiplying your purchase price with the quantity, because it is pieces. So it's sold, it is multiplied by this value. So if you multiply 70 and 3,000, you will get this answer. Where how the tax is calculated? The tax is hidden. It is included in the purchase price itself. So you need not to separate. There is no separate invoice value and then the tax is applied. Here the item is bought with the tax. So you have to just enter your purchase price, that means you bought it with the tax. Okay, then the tax is calculated automatically. What might be the tax? Based on the tax rate that you provided, it is software automatic calculation displays it here. Okay, then next. So after doing it, you can go for another entry. we have a lot of shortcodes to add a new entry in your invoice. You have documented the invoice, you want to add more items. In those cases, after adding one item, you have to press Alt C. Upon pressing Alt C, it will focus on the material description. You can keep on add the items. Let me add the new items now. Field 65, tax rate 180, then it is also bottom 5, then discount. So once you add this, it will wait for your input. So you have to press something to focus the cursor on the material description. So the simple thing is Alt C. When you press Alt C, it will come for a new item entry. Okay, like that you have to move forward. So that's all about the purchase. Once you add your entries, those records will be shown in the bottom of the table, that is this form. You can see it in this grid. Their subtotals, their tax, state tax, central tax, and grant of everything will display. Okay, so now you want to update some of the price. I think this is not the I made some mistakes while doing the data entry, so I want to correct that. I want to say the MRP price is 70, change that, and then you click on this button, that is edit button. So it will go to, okay, now we want to edit some entries that we fed into the system. Like assume here I made mistake with respect in the glass board. I need to change this the MRP of this 1 to 80. So if that is the case, I have to go here and feed 80. After feeding 80, just you press Alt E or you press this particular button. Okay, let me press this button as of now. So it changed to 80. Let me revert back to 75. Okay, 75. I am pressing Alt E this time. So we have a shortcut. So you can use the shortcuts to modify the entries. Okay, I want to delete some entries. Okay, while editing, I missed this point with respect to it. In order, if you want to edit any one record, select that record. When you select that record, the corresponding data will be populated here. So you can change the values that you want to change, and then give the edit command by pressing Alt E or by pressing this button. Okay, so this is how the editing works. When you want to delete something, select that record that you want to delete, and then you hit this delete button. This button is for deletion. Just to delete it, if you delete any record, it will ask for a confirmation. Do you really want to delete this record? So say yes. Once you say yes, that will be removed from the database. Okay, that is for deleting. We do have a shortcut for deleting. It is Alt D. So when you do that, again it will delete the records. Okay, once you done with your stock entry, you want to go for a new invoice. For that case, you can press Alt N, otherwise this new button. Okay, I press Alt N this time. So when you press that you will be provided with empty form to feed a new entry. So we have given the stocks now. We didn't make any sale. We want to see the total value, total purchase value that we have, and what is the purchase tax that we paid for the purchases that we made. Okay, for that you come to the dashboard, you will see a window. Here you can see your total purchase value and then purchase tax. What we have done is a stock entry. Based on the stock entry that we have done, it calculates the total purchase value and corresponding purchase tax. So it will give you an overview about what you have to do. Next, let me make some sales. To make sales, you hit this billing button. You will get a window like this. This is a sales window. Here you can feed the customer details. The beauty about this form is, when a new customer comes to your shop or organization, you have to feed its phone number. Based on the phone number entered, it will look for the database whether the customer is already available. If he is available, it will display his name, address, corresponding GST in every stop. Okay, we have to enter the customer detail only once. If the data is new, it will add it to the database. If data is already there, it will display the data from the database. Okay. Okay, let me give my phone number 75451875, and then my name is Ansari, and then my address number 2331 Transformer 3rd Street, Venkatesapuram, Arakonam. Okay, then my GSTN is 33AGMPTZ4 1Z4. Okay, so this is my GSTN. Then okay, in item name, based on the stock you have, what you have to remember, only the first character of the product. So when I enter G, usually it is to suggest. Okay, what you have to remember? You have to remember the first character of your item. So I want to sell woodblock. You just enter W. It will display the product. Then it will automatically display what is the quantity on hand at this place. So you can have this overview like how many that you have in your hand. So let me sell some 20 based on because we have already provided the details. It will calculate the amount. It will show the corresponding HSN number and its rate. That means its selling price, and then the amount, and then the tax rate. After doing this, just I add that entry. So now I made a sale. So once you made the sale, you will get the corresponding amount that you have to pay at this place. Okay, like that we can make n number of sales. Same woodblock. 2. That's all about invoice. Now we made the invoice, we made a sale. Okay, now we want to print the sale, or okay, now we made a sale. Now we want to print this invoice. To print it, you click this button. You will get a print preview of your invoice. So it is something like this, preview. So from here you can print. The invoice will contain all the necessary detail that needs to be presented in the invoice as per the GST guidelines. Okay, so you have your the description of the items and its units of measurement, its SSN and SAC code, and rate, quantity, tax percentage, and corresponding amount, and then subtotal is the total calculated state GST and central GST. So all steps will be available in your invoice. Okay, that's all about the sale. Once you make the sale and you close the sales form, you will get in the dashboard, you will see immediately that sale value and sales tax. So you made a sale for around 770. In that is 687 is the subtotal, that means the actual thing, and the remaining 82 and off is your tax. So it displays that in the dashboard what are the sale you made and what are the corresponding sale tax you paid. As you add additional invoices or as you make more sales, you will see the summary of your sales and purchases in the dashboard. So that's how the application is made. So that's all the basic features that we added now. Then when you want to add the workers details, you can go here and add a new worker. For example, I want to add a person called Hisham. Okay, his name is Hisham 12. Hisham, username will be Hisham 1, and his role is admin. Okay, then once you add this and you go for log off, now Hisham 1, it's his default password will be admin123. So he can log with this details. He can see here like what is his name, Hisham 1, and his role. So it can handle the users. Also it display the summary of your record. Previously it was 2, now it is 3. Similarly, vendors, you have certain vendors like Kala Traders, Rama Traders, you can add them, whether it will classify based on the registered, the GSTN that we store in the application. It will categorize them as a registered vendor and unregistered vendor. Let me add one registered vendor. For that you have to invoke the this one, so vendor form. So let me give Rama Traders is my vendor name, and his GSTN is 33 KGMPT 9087 1Z3. Okay, so his address is number 83 5th Avenue, Ashok Nagar. He is in Chennai. The contact person is Rama, and her mobile number is 5689231441. So right, something like that. Then Rama at ramatraders.com. So So you can add the vendors using this form. Once you close this form, you can see once you add a new vendor to the system, it will display whether the vendor is a registered one or unregistered one based on the GSTN number. So if there is a GSTN number, so he will be categorized as a registered vendor. If he doesn't have GSTN number, he will be categorized as unregistered vendor. So let me add vendor color traders. Moment after adding the vendor details, when you close the form, in dashboard you will see the vendors, the count of the vendors, how many registered vendors you have, how many unregistered vendors that you have. So the vendors are classified based on their GSTN number. If there is a GSTN number, he is a registered vendor, else he is an unregistered vendor. Okay, then we are going to discuss about the report part. The report, in report we have date wise report, customer wise report, place of supply wise report, GST report, something like that. In that the these are something like these reports, like date wise, customer wise, place of supplies will give you that is date wise how much sales that you have done, the customer wise how much sale you have done, place of supply wise how much you have done. Those informations in a report format. When you go for a GST report, the GST report is something like it will auto generate the inputs needed to file GST. So it will be very helpful to the auditors based on the different norms or guidelines provided in the GST report. It will auto generate necessary detail based on the input data. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, let us generate the date wise reports. Before doing it, we should have some entries. As of now, we don't have any sales or purchase. Both of them are 0. Let me add some stocks. Now we are going to see how to generate various reports in this system. Like, okay, you want to see date wise sales report. How can you do that? You have to just click the reports. Once you come here, here we have different options. Let me pick the date wise report. Here you have to select 2 dates between which you want to see the sales reports. After selecting that, as of now I have done all the transaction only today, so I select the today dates for to and fro, that is from and to. Then you hit the filter button. When you hit the filter button, it will list out the sales made on those dates. So when you want to print your report, just hit this button. It will show you a print preview of your sales that you made, like its invoice number, date, the customer name, invoice value, their state tax, central tax, every stuff will be displayed to you by invoice number wise, date wise report. You will see it in your that is, you can see the date wise report in this way. The next thing is you want to export. Sometimes it is needed to export my sales report to Excel and want to do some other operation over it. Yes, you can do that. Hit this button. So it will ask you a file name, feed a file name, so that the sales data will be exported to Excel file. Actually it is exporting it to comma separated version. You can open it via Excel. So let me say it as test. So when you go and see the desktop, you can find your reports in the Excel format. So like we can generate the place of supply wise report, customer wise report. So lot of things we can do with this application. Some of them are under development, but anyhow the software can be used in the real time. That can be used in a production. It can be used for selling and purchasing the things. You can do the transaction using this software. So those basic elements have been implemented. The another stuff is GST report. When you want to generate a GST report, just you have to select you click on GST report button, and then you have to select the 2 dates. For this also we have only the transaction only on today's date. By default it will be in today's date. If you want to change the from and 2 days, you can do so. You have options for it. So but my transactions are in today's date. I left it as such, and then I hit the generate button. When you hit the generate button, it will ask for a location where you want to store your GST report. Then you feed your name for your report. I call it as test reports. Once you save it, you can close this one. Okay, it's closed. That means it's generated. Then you can come here and see the test reports. So it lists out all the transactions that you have done in this place in a single necessary steps needed to file a GST. Total sales, your purchases, so all those things are auto generated. You can use this for filing your GST. So that's all today. We have a lot of improvement in this software. They are going to happen in upcoming days, but that is, I want to release this software today and want to improve it in day-to-day basis. Hence, install this software and use it in your organization and give your feedback. I will fix whatever the issues that you face, and we will have a very good applications that meets all your requirement of your organizations. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like this video, you hit like button, and if you want to get regular these sort of educational videos, you can subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.